racing in the Derby.
بطولة ديربي الإمارات أيها السادة المشاهدون الأعزاء Group 2。
有冰凍特飲啦，然之後咧粉紅帽嘅就係莫尼拉嘅坐騎日新月異啦。
Und boxen auf zum ID 145. Deutschen Derby.
Racing in the Emirates Singapore Derby。
打比大賽18分馬入晒閘，準備起步，準備踩起步嘅時候咧，咁啊出得最快嘅咧近路。
That's it. They're off and racing. Racing in Investec Derby.
Derby races take place all around the world. By definition, Derby races are for 3-year-old horses. They date back to this racetrack, Epsom Downs in Surrey, England, when this man, Edward Stanley, the 12th Earl of Derby, wanted to inaugurate a race for 3-year-old horses on his estate in 1780. Modern horse racing traces its roots to English nobility, and the sport would eventually become known as the Sport of Kings. The legend is that Lord Derby and his friend and Member of Parliament, Sir Charles Bunbury, pictured here, flipped a coin to determine who would name the race. Lord Derby won the coin flip and named the race after himself, and the Derby was born. The original version of the Derby is still held in England each June, over 1.5 miles on an undulating turf course at Epsom Downs.
This Golden Hawk, driven out, remains unbeaten. Golden Hawk won the Derby.
The Keeneland Library in Lexington, Kentucky displays the racing calendars from the 1700s. The volume from 1780 contains the program page from the first Derby. Sir Charles Bunbury may have lost the coin flip for naming rights, but his horse Diamond went down in the history books as the first ever Derby winner. The year before the first Derby, Lord Derby created a race named after his estate, the Oaks, for 3-year-old fillies at Epsom. Lord Derby's filly Bridget won the inaugural Oaks in 1779. That contest has inspired Oaks races for 3-year-old fillies around the world. Bunbury's Eleanor became the first female horse to win the Derby in 1801, and also the first horse to win both the Oaks and the Derby. That might be the most impressive feat in racing, winning a country's 2 biggest races for 2 genders in 2 days. 3 fillies have won the Kentucky Derby against colts and geldings, Regret in 1915, Genuine Risk in 1980, and Winning Colors in 1988.
They're off, and it's a perfect start. Breezing through, and Buckeye Port of the Bradley stable are coming to the front.
America had declared independence from England 4 years before the first Derby, but the United States adopted the English tradition and received somewhat of an endorsement of its major Derby, pronounced slightly differently, when the 17th Earl of Derby attended the 1930 Kentucky Derby, won by eventual Triple Crown winner Gallant Fox.
In the stretch, Gallant Fox is pulling the lead. Gallant Fox is going to win easily.
They're off. Once again, it was a perfect start. I can see Sand Sprite last. Solfo on the far side, Goya this side, and Renado on the rails. I think we'll be going to the front. We've gone 1 furlong.
Both the Kentucky Derby and the Epsom Derby became centerpieces during early live broadcasts of horse racing in the United States.
And here comes Sand Sprite, the unconsidered Sand Sprite, right on this side. But Midday Sun has gone to the front now. Midday Sun, Sand Sprite, Midday Sun. Midday Sun has won the race with Sand Sprite second.
Since its first running in 1875, the Kentucky Derby has become the most sought-after horse race in the United States. And the most unique. It's at a longer distance, 1.25 miles, with a bigger field, up to 20 runners, in front of a bigger crowd, more than 150,000, than most of the horses involved will ever see again. And now it's more than just horse racing. Derby has also become associated with other sports competitions not involving horses. The Home Run Derby takes place annually before baseball's All-Star Game and was also the name of a vintage 1960s TV show. The eclectic sport of roller derby has been both the theater of the absurd and a sport that was once considered for the 2020 Olympics. And Derby is even part of the fashion lexicon, because when American spectators saw the hats that English fans wore to the Derby, Derby became an American term for bowler. So the original Derby race has inspired a Derby culture that goes beyond horse racing and sports and reaches all corners of the globe.